Tombstone, a movie about gun control. It's ironic, isn't it? One of the most beloved movies by pro-Second Amendment folks, Tombstone, is actually a story about gun control. Think about it, a film where the lawmen, led by Wyatt Earp, enforce strict disarmament in Tombstone. Yet you'll find lines like, "I'm your Huckleberry" on t-shirts and guns at gun shows across the country. Control. In 1881, Tombstone had strict laws against carrying firearms in town. A shining example of this is when Wyatt Earp confronts Ike Clanton at the saloon, enforcing the no-gun policy by disarming him, which escalates tensions with the cowboys. Another key moment is Virgil Earp's order for the cowboys to surrender their weapons before the Corral shootout. Some might say it was for town safety, and yes, I'm willing to bet Wyatt Earp wasn't thinking gun control, but technically, they were enforcing it. Loyalty. I'll be honest, we at Relax Fit Tactical love this movie. I saw it in theaters and rank it right up there with Shawshank Redemption and Gladiator. Relax Fit Tactical is based out of Arizona. But despite that love, it's hard to miss what Tombstone is really about: gun control. Wyatt Earp and his brothers forced everyone, good or bad, to check their weapons when entering town, a rule that feels strangely modern in today's gun debate. This actually dawned on me recently while I was at a gun show, selling our amazing concealed carry gear. A guy came up talking about how gun control was out of control, while wearing a Tombstone movie t-shirt with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer looking epic. As he droned on and on, my brain started to wander, staring at his shirt, and I thought, wait, the Earps were all about gun control and even killed to enforce it, right? It was a moment of irony I couldn't shake. Almost like the Punisher's skull with a thin blue line flag on the inside. That's another discussion. Irony, again. So, while many of us see Tombstone as a great piece of entertainment and history, it's also a reflection of an age-old battle between personal freedom and public safety, something we still grapple with today. The irony? Pro-gun advocates who love this film might be surprised to learn they're actually cheering for a story about enforcing gun restrictions. Wyatt Earp didn't just uphold law and order, he made sure no one could carry guns within town limits, using force when necessary to maintain that control. Justice. Now, we have to make an argument against the idea that Tombstone is about gun control, because we love playing devil's advocate on all subjects. You can say that the movie's core message centers on good guys with guns stopping violent outlaws. Wyatt Earp and his brothers weren't interested in taking away everyone's rights. They were focused on neutralizing a specific threat, the cowboys, who were murdering, stealing, and terrorizing the town. Doc Holliday, even with his own faults, was a great friend, a ride or die. The film paints the Earps as defenders of justice, using firearms to stop lawless criminals. In this way, Tombstone is more about good guys with guns stopping bad guys with guns than a commentary on gun control policies. Revelation. But here's a fact most people might not know about Wyatt Earp and the real events at Tombstone. After the shootout at the Corral, Wyatt Earp and his brothers weren't hailed as heroes. They were actually charged with murder, and only after a lengthy trial were they acquitted. Wyatt Earp wasn't even the town marshal during the famous shootout. His brother Virgil was. Wyatt just stepped in to help enforce the law. The famous shootout wasn't a big, drawn-out battle. It lasted just 30 seconds, but those 30 seconds became legendary in American history. Choice. If you love Tombstone like we do, or if you're interested in more content on the real stories behind famous historical moments, hit the subscribe button and let us know your thoughts on gun control in the Old West in the comments below. And by the way, check out our concealed carry shorts and joggers at Relax to Fit Tactical. They're built for everyday carry and comfort. And thanks for watching.